Senate confirming a controversial nominee as a federal appeals court judge this week. President Trump's former lawyer, Emil Bove, getting just enough votes for the lifetime appointment, with the final tally being 50-49. He will serve on a U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. They hear cases from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Delaware.
Democrats have been strongly against appointing Bove for this position. They've been citing allegations that he suggested the Trump administration could ignore the courts if judges tried to stop certain deportations. Democrats have also been highlighting his involvement in dropping the corruption case against New York City Mayor Eric Adams. And if you remember, Democrats even walked out of his confirmation hearing earlier this month.
I know you are not a fan of this selection. You want to summarize again for our viewers why that is the case?
Yes, because I think that we have just confirmed to the bench somebody who doesn't really believe in the rule of law. I mean, Emil Bove's alleged argument, according to the whistleblower over the deportations, was that if a judge said you cannot deport people under the Alien Enemies Act, in this case, that the government should simply ignore them. That can't be the way the courts or the political system operates. It is, in my view, instantly disqualifying from anyone being appointed or confirmed to a judgeship. Then you have other things in Emil Bove's history, like, for example, him being at the tip of the spear in getting January the 6th prosecutors fired from the DOJ here in Washington, and the other sort of controversies that he has been involved in, all of which add up, in my view, to the idea that he is simply a henchman for Trump, that his qualification really is not to do with his legal record. It's to do with a kind of thuggish loyalty to Trump.
Yeah, look, I just call it as I see it. I have no particular interest in defending this individual. There's nothing in his record that specifically appeals to me where I say that, oh, I really want this person to do this job. I think following the rule of law is good and important, and he should not have directed people to ignore the law. I would say that it has been reported that he did that. It is not known for certain, but it is definitely a bad thing if it happened. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's not, I'm not, it's a right-left debate show, but I don't agree with everything right people want and think. I'm a libertarian, so it's not, I don't think you should just be automatically doing whatever the Trump administration tells you or that kind of thing.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I agree with that, and that's certainly the case with this show. But what I find perplexing is only 2 Republicans did vote against, and perhaps predictably it was Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins. And Murkowski, in defense of her position, says, and I'm quoting here, "I don't think that somebody who has counseled other attorneys that you should ignore the law, I don't think that that individual should be placed on a lifetime bench."
Yeah.
I mean, that just seems like obviously correct to me. And the fact that only one of her Republican colleagues in the Senate backs that position, I find dispiriting and concerning for the future of the country.
Do you think Murkowski and Collins and others, they vote strategically to when so they can dissent, but it still goes through, is what it seems to always be the case?
Well, I mean, they certainly don't get many other Republicans to support their position.
Yeah. But every time they have, sometimes it seems like when they do have one, then one or the other actually votes for it.
Yeah, and it goes through anyway. I mean, look, I think that they are to be admired for striking that tone of principle. It's just shocking to me that no other Republicans did so, other than those 2.
Yeah, look, I wish we were in a political era where members of Congress felt more willing to break ranks over just say, I support the agenda, but I don't support this person for this reason. But we're in an era where you really got to be a team player. There's some breaking of ranks on foreign policy, on Epstein subjects, on Big Beautiful Bill, not delivering on promises, but personnel seems to be the area where no, you got to go along with the team. Or personnel seems to be where the kind of very moderate Republicans, the Murkowski, the vaguely never Trump, not that they're never Trump, but seem to be that they flex their muscles there, but not in a way that actually stalls things.
No, I mean,
whereas the kind of principled or ideological objectors to some of the things Trump does. They save it for the policy battles, not the personnel battles.
I guess I don't really accept that dichotomy, because I think whenever you say about personnel battles and it's someone like Emil Bove, to me there is a very obvious issue of principle there in installing onto the bench someone who has allegedly displayed a propensity to simply disregard the law.
Well, all right, that does it for us today on Rising Live. Thanks so much for watching, and please look out for more exclusive YouTube content coming your way today. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Hill's YouTube channel so that you never miss any content. And for those of you who like to listen while on the go, we're now available anywhere that you can find podcasts. And I will be back here tomorrow. Will you be back here tomorrow,
I will.
Niall?
We will be reunited once again, Rob.
How about that? We'll be having a lot of fun. Stay tuned tomorrow.